Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Interloper, and our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and currently we've made our way to safety here at Quincy's Quonset Garage in Coastal Highway. No, Coastal Highway. I've got a lit torch in my hand because it is windy outside. We just narrowly escaped some wolves. I've got a lot of looting to do. However, I think what I'm going to do is make a run for it. We're going to quickly drop some items that we maybe could leave behind because I want to try to get over to the house that is nearby us in order to try to get a pot. I currently don't have a cooking pot. I don't have much hope of finding one here inside the garage. I mean, I guess we could technically find one, but it's probably pretty low probability. So I'm going to try to hurry and use this torch to get to safety. I'm going to drop a few items just to lighten our load a little bit. I know we've got some tools here we can drop. Maybe drop these polaroids. Polaroids don't weigh very much, so it's probably not that important that I drop these, but I do want to try to get to the house and do a little bit of looting. Oh, I do need to drop the meat outside. Okay, let's go. We're going to go out the back side. I have not looked around at all. I don't know what we're in store. Hey, nice. Got a lantern. Okay, you know, I will grab that just in case we need that. Let's go outside. We're going to drop the meat and go explore the house. Alright, got to do this quickly. There are wolves in the area. I don't even know if there's houses to explore, to be honest. I did see one right here. Looks like most of them are burned down. But this house hopefully has a pot inside. I do want to put this torch to use. Well, it's windy. We're going to go inside, loot. I'll chain our torches together as well. I'm just going to go inside. I was contemplating checking the car there. Okay, matches, yes.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Oh, I really need those. I think we're down to like 4 or 5 matches, so that is just such a nice buffer to have those. I do need to keep an eye on this flare duration because I don't want it to go out before I can relight a torch. So we're going to need to get back, obviously. And also, just having a little bit of light is a big help as I'm looting. Okay, let's get a torch lit. We're almost out here. Hopefully I will find more torches because I think all I have now is the blue torch. Blue flare. I keep calling it a torch. I mean flare. And the blue flares, they just don't last very long. So I do hope to replace my red flare there. I think that was worth it though, to make the run with all of our smelly gear, to make the run across the ice for the cost of 1 red flare. I think that was worth it because now all of those, the pelts and the guts are curing safely at a location where we do have a workbench. Hey, look at that. Got some sardines.
Never know. Could end up being useful.
A lot of the food we have is pretty low quality, unfortunately, but at least we have food. This whole survival thing just runs on calories. Calories are the wheels that go round that make this whole thing possible. Okay, disappointing. I did not see a pot. I was kind of hoping to get a pot.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Or, you know what, a skillet would have been really good too, because we got the flour, cooking flour, and we have the maple syrup, so we can make pancakes. Also, I don't have a way to cook up any of the oatmeal that we have. So that is a little annoying. Take the spray paint. Alright. Bathroom and bedroom are all we have left, I think.
This'll come in handy.
We don't need those. We already have 2 pair of jeans. Alright, got to keep an eye on my torch situation. It's burning quickly. Not a lot of loot in this house. I think somebody's already been through here. Let's get a new torch. Somebody has already looted this house. It is pretty empty. But they missed the can of sardines, and they left behind the Levi's. Take the water. Okay, we are good to go. I think that is everything. Might still be windy outside. So if that is the case, I don't know, we might just have to make a run for it. I'm going to leave the torch here. We'll leave that one burning. We're going to go outside. If our torch blows out, at least we still have the other torch burning. Okay, the wind actually appears to have stopped. Do a quick loot here. I am looking forward to a nice sleep tonight in a safe location. We're going to regain a lot of the health that I've lost and being a little bit frivolous in the way we've been playing. Not so much frivolous. I mean, I'm using it as a buffer, like it is an exchange. Right? It's a trade-off. Probably not much hope of getting anything in the mailbox. Okay. Let's make our way, because I'm not smelly. This is kind of nice. There usually are more houses here. But I think I will make my way over to this other coastal house. I do believe there is a fireplace there. So I can get a fire started, get some more water cooked up, and make some more torches. I'm almost out of torches, really. That's why I'm grabbing these sticks. Okay, please tell me you are not a timber wolf. I can hear you howling. Gonna do some looting before I settle down for the night. I do need to remember to harvest those rabbits, get the meat and the guts and the hide, all that. Oh, sewing kit! This is our first sewing kit.
I think I can use this.
That is so incredibly helpful, guys. I really, really needed that. Okay, gotta be careful coming over the hill here. Whenever I throw the torch down like that, it is attracting attention. The predators can hear me. Oh no, this house is burned down. This is the house I was hoping to try to use the fireplace. Looks like somebody already used the fireplace, and they weren't careful. There is another house over here. This is a good time to be out, guys. The wind has stopped. This is the time to be doing all this stuff. Okay. Let's check this house. We're still looking for a pot or a skillet. Would be nice. Oh, go away, Wolfie. Okay, there's the fireplace. Nice. I'm going to get a fire started. We're going to get some water cooking. We did just get some water from the...
Just about it.
We got some water from the toilets, so we're actually not hurting for water, but I'm going to let the water boil while I'm searching the house. I do need to get some more torches. So I may as well just get it started. And we're leveling up our fire starting as we do this. Okay, I am thirsty. Get a little bit of a drink. Do some water. Okay, we'll take a torch. I probably should put all my fuel on here. Take one more torch. Okay, this is going to help us to see as I check under the couches and things. Okay, nothing in here. Let's check the kitchen. Got potatoes. I'm really looking for a pot or a skillet. Or food. I mean, really anything. At this point, anything is going to be helpful. Got a potato. Nothing in the microwave. Got a can of soup. Dog food. Looked like it was pretty good condition. And you know what? The dog food tastes pretty good. If it's like 90% condition, I don't actually mind it. Cook it up, add some pepper. Just tastes like stew, kind of. It is a well-balanced, nutritious meal, especially if it's one of the nicer brands. I mean, I personally don't recommend eating dog food, but on Great Bear Island, seems like they make a quality dog food. If it's in good condition, if it's not expired, you know. Okay, normally I'd be grabbing some of these pictures and things to hang up. We may get to that point. I just don't feel like I am in a good place yet where I can start sparing the calories to decorate. Although I may grab some of these lights. I may grab this light right here. I do like having lots of lights when we are, if we have an aurora at the Quonset Garage. More underwear.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
That's the real prize. Matches. We already have 2 pair of underwear. The red underwear, on the other hand, that is something I would love to get my hands on. I think red is just my color. No, actually, the red ones are going to be warmer. Okay, I believe we have looted everything. I will take this lamp.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Water's done in 2 minutes, so that worked out pretty well. I will look around one more time, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Really kind of... Man, I wish I got some kind of pot. We're still just working with our empty soup cans at this point. Okay, I probably just want to leave. There's not much... Wait, can I cook anything? I can cook the tomato soup. May as well get that cooked up. Could cook the potato, but that takes a really long time. I'll probably wait on the potato until we're doing some proper cooking, I guess. I'll do a little tiny bit more water while we're waiting for the soup to cook. Got 35 minutes on the fire. I'd prefer not to sleep here tonight, so I do want to make my way out of here, if possible. Okay, we do have to replace our torches. Very, very low quality torches at the moment, so I may have to even use a piece of coal, which is saying a lot. I mean, you guys know how hard it is for me to part with coal, so the fact that I'm even talking about it means I really do value having a bunch of high quality torches. They are really just going to save our life. Okay, sounds like our soup is done, or the tomato soup is done. Let's add some sticks now. I do need to keep at least one stick. We're gonna burn... I don't want to burn the book, really, if I can help it. Okay, let's... I'm gonna finish this water. Let's just grab the dirty water. Oh, shoot. I should have done that differently. Oh, well. We're good. It's going to be done in 19 minutes. We could cook a cup of coffee, maybe. Take advantage of the fire. It'd be nice if I could break down something. If we had like a little crate. Don't think I saw any crates, but I do see a lamp. I'm going to grab this lamp. Okay, I kind of stumble our way in the dark here. "31 minutes on the fire." Yeah, I think I might have to use some coal here. Give me some good torches, please. That's a good one. So we have so much exploring to do. This is actually a pretty sizable territory. In the morning, I would like to head out. We've got some cabins to search. We've got the fire lookout tower. We could potentially go into the coal mine, grab a bunch of coal. So that water's done. Can take our last torch, and then we're gonna get out of here. Nice and tired. I may actually take one of these rugs. I do like myself a good rug. Okay, we're moving a little bit slow, so we're a bit heavy.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, actually the wind is not bad. This is good. Which way to get out of here? I guess we have to go up and over. Hopefully that wolf is gone. And I think it is time for me to buy a new mouse, guys. I'm really having trouble with this. And by the way, which reminds me, if you'd like to help support me, if you're in a position to, or if you'd like to, I'd much appreciate it. No pressure. I do just enjoy having you guys along for the ride. But if you feel like you'd like to contribute, there are links in the description. Much appreciated. Thank you. All right, let's check out the car. Seems like the coast is clear for a moment. No pun intended, because we are on the coast, obviously. Yeah, this mouse. I'm worried when I get the bow. That's really when I think is going to be a problem. Alright, this is really a problem now. Okay, nothing in the back. Let's get a new torch. I already checked that. Alright, let's get a new torch. May as well check this little car. Looks like it's been in a fender bender. It's probably dropped off here at the garage to get some repair work done, I would think. Ooh. But I'll tell you guys, I've had my fair share of instances where I've had to bring my vehicle on a road trip. I've had to stop in some small little town at a little repair shop just to get back on my way. I do appreciate those little repair shops along the road. Nice. May as well just walk around and check inside the vehicle. There was one time where I had a full-size four-wheel drive van. Oh, look at this. Yes.
Perfect.
Oh, guys, that changes everything. We just found the heavy hammer. I hear something. Why are you coming? Why are you here? Get out of here. Man, okay, I gotta think about that heavy hammer.
Not carry this load for much longer.
Yeah, there was this one time where I was with my family. We were on a road trip. Me and my wife and my kids, and we were out in the woods, small town, and we had set up camp off in the woods, not at a designated camp spot. We're just off in the mountains, and the vehicle had some serious steering problems. And we had set up our camp up the canyon in the mountains. And I went into town, and by the way, this town is just tiny, tiny little town. There was a repair shop like this. And we dropped off the vehicle, and we just kind of walked around town for a while as they were working on it. And when I came back to pick it up, the guy says, okay, well, we've got a part ordered for you for tomorrow. It's going to be FedExed in really fast, but you got to leave the vehicle with us. And overnight. And it's not drivable. We've completely dismantled the whole front end driving system. I'm like, oh man, guys. So I had left my 2 dogs up in a kennel up with the tents while we had dropped off, you know, the van to get fixed. We thought it'd be a quick fix. And so we were in a problem because all of our clothing, all of our sleeping gear, everything was up with the tents. I'm like, we can't do this. So anyway, they were kind enough to throw it back. They threw the front end back together, welded it. It's kind of a jimmy rig temporary situation just to get us back up the canyon so we could spend the night. And then in the morning, I was able to bring the van back in. They had the part FedExed in or something, and then they were able to fix it. Anyway, that's kind of a cool story. I do appreciate those guys. They said it wasn't safe to drive, but they were able to weld it in place, tack weld it just temporarily so that we could get back up to the canyon. I could be with my dogs. We could sleep in our tent because, you know, there was no hotel or anything. Didn't have a place to stay.
Walk with this much gear.
While they were waiting for this part to come in. So yes, I do appreciate those little mom and pop garages that are set up across the country to help out the weary travelers. Alright, I think that was a pretty good looting session, especially that heavy hammer. And now you guys can see how this little garage is like the porch light, right? It's got predators just swarming around this thing, trying to get any weary travelers that decide it's a good idea to spend the night here. Got the radio here. If anybody out there wants to reach out to us, we do have a radio. Makes it nice. Okay, I'm gonna tidy up a little bit. Just pick up the trash.
This'll come in handy.
34% conditioned dog food. And we got a granola bar or something there. Okay, what's on the shelf? Anything? Got some film. Okay, I do need to harvest those rabbits. Don't really need the dusting sulfur. You know, I'm gonna leave it here. I don't know if it will ever be useful to us in this playthrough. Guess theoretically we could make a noisemaker.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Guess the question is, do we want to harvest the rabbits tonight and cook them up? Yeah, I'll take the water. I need to drop it somewhere. So it's really kind of weighing us down. We're going to go drop it off right now. I'm just moving way too slowly. Drop the water in here, I think. Okay, water. Oh, we got some bad water. I must have messed that up. Okay. Let's drop all this.
So tired, I could lay down right here.
I'll take a little bit. Our torch is almost out. Let me light a new torch. We got lots of sticks. Let's check the time. Okay. I probably should just go to sleep, actually. I want to get the rabbits. Let's harvest the meat. Oh, we got some quality tools over there. Nice. We have more looting to do, but I think we're going to put the looting on pause. You know, I will drop some of the heavy items we have. I'm still moving kind of heavy here. Oh, we got all these lamps. I'm going to drop the lamps for now. I'm not even going to mess with them. Actually, you know, I'll just place it. There we go. Let's do this. We're just going to drop these for now. Alright, let's go get those rabbits. I'm really excited about that heavy hammer.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Alright, let's go inside. We do have a lot of sticks. I think I should... let's move this. We're going to move the barrel into this other room. I'll have to do some rearranging. But for now, we're going to leave it right here. Take the charcoal. Got 2 pieces of charcoal out of that. Let's get this fire going. I want to cook that bad water. And also, I got to harvest the meat on these rabbits.
Come on, little fire.
Let's try that again. See if we can level up our fire starting so we don't fail quite so often.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
I like to say, you know, I don't mind if she fails as much as she wants. I really don't mind, as long as when it actually counts.
That's a good one.
You know, if when it actually counts, if she's able to get it started, that's what I'm worried about. Like if there's a bear breathing down my neck. Okay, I'm going to start a pile of bad torches, kind of over there. Let's grab more sticks. I'm going to get the bad water. I'm going to get the bad water cooking, and then we'll get the meat cooking. Let's add some more fuel. Okay, let's do the bad water. And we'll do some good water. Okay. Rabbits, they're probably frozen, aren't they? 13 minutes. Fresh meat sounds good, doesn't it? For dinner. Got a little bit of salt, pepper, some seasonings. Okay, how's this water doing? 1 minute till boiled. Let's pick this up. Okay, let's put the... Yeah, you know what? Rabbit sounds better than fish tonight. Got 16 minutes. Let's get that other rabbit. That one is done.
It's getting kind of heavy.
So, now that we've got the heavy hammer, I do need to start harvesting metal as we are looting and stuff. I gotta get some metal harvested. Nice, looks like we do have an aurora. As you can see, the lamps are gonna come in handy when we have auroras. Kind of brighten the place up a little bit. Okay, water is done. Let's pick this up. Put the trout on there. 13 minutes. Ooh. Well, we're just gonna pass time, I guess. You know, I could repair clothing, actually. We've got this scarf. Repair's gonna take a half an hour. Okay, I do want to fix that scarf. Let's go ahead and eat this meat. Got 10 minutes on the trout. Okay, I think we're just gonna pass time. Hopefully I don't get sick from this fish. 5 minutes till ready. Okay.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Let's do some water. Okay, we're gonna do some repair work, I think. It's also pretty close to bedtime, but this poor scarf, we gotta fix this up. And we failed, which means we lost a piece of cloth. I'm gonna try it again. Nice. 74% condition on the scarf now. Water is done. Let's pick these up. I think it's time for bed. I'm going to take some torches. Got to make sure I have plenty of torches for tomorrow. I want to avoid getting a fire started unless I have to in the morning. That's a good torch right there. Ooh, fire's almost out. Okay. We'll do some more looting in the morning. Let's go ahead and eat our meat that is left.
Any of this gear.
Oh, I forgot to get the guts and hides harvested. Oh, and I still have more meat I could have cooked. Ooh. Is that out? Let's add some fuel. For some reason, I thought we were done with the meat. Got confused there. I think we were just done harvesting the meat, but not cooking the meat. $10 minutes. Alright, I do want to drink. Taking damage for no reason there. And 28 minutes on that rabbit. Should be just enough time to get some more water boiled up. Harvest a few torches while we're waiting. I'm so tired. I'm ready for bed. But fresh rabbit meat is worth waiting for, I think. Just to fill up our hunger just a little bit more. Okay, let's check our torches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 good torches. 7. We have 7 good torches. I feel like inserting a, you know, the count from the Muppets or from Sesame Street. When I count like that, I want to go, ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay, 13 minutes still done. Let's harvest this last torch here. Get some sticks out of that. I think we're ready for bed now. Fire is done. Ooh, I still have 9 minutes. I better add one last stick. I don't hear anybody on the radio. Right? Let's go check the radio. Is anybody calling us? Be nice to know if anybody was out there. Nobody's there, guys. No answer. Okay, I got 4 minutes till it's done. Let's pick up our cup. There we go. Okay, I do want to harvest these rabbits, at least the guts. I want to get the guts curing. I feel like we have a lot of pelts already, but I really can't get enough of the guts. We can make those into so many things. 30 minutes with the hacksaw. Let's do that. The guts are going to be used for things like tip-ups. We can make fishing line out of them. Of course, we can craft the sled if we get enough enough deer hides and cured maple. Just so many things we can do with the guts. So I'm going to just get as many guts as I can. Also, cured guts aren't smelly, so the sooner I get them cured, I'm able to actually travel with them. So it's well worth getting as many guts as we possibly can, I think. Okay, the rabbits, I'm going to just leave here. We're going to go to bed now. Let's get a drink. Oh, I do like, by the way, I like the music. I turned on the radio and I forgot about it. Kind of nice to have a little bit of music in the apocalypse. Be nice to fall asleep to that. Have some good dreams of times when we had interactions with people. We weren't quite alone. Okay, I am right-handed. We're going to move this mouse over here. I'm going to go ahead and read this computer, guys. Just be aware there can be some flashing lights here, so I'm going to go ahead and read this now. Apparently, a small tree tipped over in the storm last night. It was leaning up against the side of the garage when I pulled up this morning. And what did I see walking around up there? A wolf. I almost choked on my coffee. I let her be, and when I went out later, she was gone. Bill Farney stopped to fill his truck with some of his crew, and they were able to chop it up. I paid them in timber. Even now, the island still has a few tricks I haven't seen before. Folks at my old plant on the mainland would have lost it if they saw this. Alright, that's going to give us some interesting dreams, I think. Let's make sure we have enough water. And I will see you guys in the morning. We're going to get a full 10 hours of rest. Alright, good morning. 8 days we have survived. Can you believe that? It's been 8 days since we woke up in this crazy, crazy world. We have got some more exploring to do. I'm going to start by kind of moving things around a little bit. I didn't like having that cardboard box right next to the bed last night. I may end up breaking those down. Let's just see if there's anything under the bed. Oh yeah, we got something there. What is that? I saw something. Let's just move the bed. Got a recycled can and a candy bar.
I wonder if the owner's around.
Kind of helps to move things around a little bit. Okay, I've got some oats, 30% condition. Would really help if we had a way to cook those. We need to get a skillet or a pot. This is a locker where I usually like to keep the loot items that we have. So our health bar is looking pretty nice. I'm happy about that. Nothing under the desk. So I have a decision to make. Are we going to head back to Desolation Point? We've got the heavy hammer now. We've got plenty of coal. What we need is metal. If I could get enough metal, we could go back and forge some tools for making a bow. We could make a knife and a hatchet. And having a hatchet is so important. We could actually defend ourselves against wildlife with a hatchet. I guess technically you can use a heavy hammer to do that as well, but it's going to take a chunk of our carrying capacity to have a heavy hammer with us all the time. Got a note somebody left behind if you want to read that. I feel pretty lucky that I spotted that hammer. I wasn't even going to walk around outside. But anyway, that worked out nicely. Got some wires here. Another pry bar. Those are useful for keeping a fishing hole from freezing over. Got some more gloves. I think what I'm going to do, guys, we're going to go get some, like a basic knife and hatchet and maybe a few arrowheads. And then I would like to do an adventure where we go up to Timberwolf Mountain as soon as possible, and probably even Ash Canyon to the gold mine and get a little bit extra carrying capacity from the technical backpack. But that is going to be quite an adventure.
I'll take it.
We've got a lot of ground to cover to do that. But we are so close to the forge that I feel like it would be wrong not to go do the forge. We're so close, and we have all we need. Got another bandage, that's good. I'm going to put the quality tools over here for now. We will use those when we make the arrows.
Huh, what have we here?
Ooh, canister, okay. Got some beef jerky there as well. Okay, unless I have missed something, which is entirely possible, I believe we have completed our looting of the garage here. It's probably time to set out. I could do some exploring. We got all our nice stuff curing here. Look at this. Things are coming along really well. I'm just going to let that cure. I'm not going to mess with that. Let's figure out what we're going to take with us, what we're leaving behind. I do want a good book with us. Possibly sewing, maybe? If we had a cooking book, that would be my #1 choice, I think. We did pick up a fishing book. We've got a gun book that's not going to be useful at all. Just a little bit of firewood, really. Do we want to do archery or sewing? Maybe I'll do the sewing. I'll put the archery book over here for now. Okay, we've got 5 tinder plugs. I will use the newspaper. I'm going to drop a book here. I need to pick up more coal. I'm going to take a few more pieces. Maybe 1 or 2 pieces of coal. I'll just take 1. I will be picking up sticks as we go. Medical is coming along. I've never even crafted a bandage. We just found 2 bandages along the way. We can leave this canister here. I'm going to put the canister in the drawer right here. As well as our feathers. Okay. We can leave a bunch of clothing here. We're going to use this locker for now. So we've got some extra clothing items. We could swap our pants, actually. Those are slightly better than the ones we're wearing. So let's do this. We're going to go to this view. Let's swap these. Might be a good idea to get these boots in a better condition. They're 68% condition. I could harvest... Do we have any leather? Let's take a look. We don't have any leather, but I can harvest these gloves here. Let's do that. We can get a little bit of leather from those. Looks like the sun is fading. I probably shouldn't spend too much time doing this. Those are some good gloves. Let's switch to the better quality gloves. I would like to get out of here, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing this. I just want to take advantage of the time of day. Ooh, those socks are better. Okay, we're going to switch our socks really quick. Let's put those on. They even smell nice. Okay, clothing. Smells like they use like those little downy sheets or, you know, dryer sheets. Okay, that's looking good. Food-wise, we can drop probably some of this. I'm not going to take time to do it nicely. We're just going to drop it here. Don't want to ever put food in containers, guys. It will disappear. Drop the salt. We don't need all this water. I'll drop that in a sec. We'll drop the potato. Drop some of these oats, maybe. Yeah, I think we're probably ready to go. We'll drop a tin can. We only need 2 cans. We don't need all these pry bars. How many pry bars do I have? Just the one? Okay. Let's put... I noticed we have some wires and things. No, we got 2 pry bars. Okay. Let's put the wires in here. The fuses, I mean. Let's put a spray can in there. We don't need the whetstones. Got a 40% lantern. That's kind of nice. Okay. It may not seem like I was very quick at that, but believe me, guys, that's actually pretty quick for me. I think we're ready to go. So we're going to head out. I'm going to save my progress really quick. Done a lot of work here. Okay, we're going to go out. Let's get a torch ready. Yeah, hopefully we find more flares. That would be nice. Weather appears to be pretty good. Okay, one thing I am concerned about is the bear. This is his road. We are trespassing on the bear's road. And he likes to come around. Right down that road up there. Yeah, so which way should we go this morning? I mean, there's so many places to explore. I might actually head up this road here. There's some cabins up there. And the fire lookout tower. We've got the coal mine. There's actually a lot of really good loot up there in the coal mine. As well as the coal, obviously. But I have found some really good loot there before. It does lead to Pleasant Valley. Don't really want to go to Pleasant Valley just yet. Okay, is that the bear? No, just shadows. Yeah, so we are heading into danger. Head first. There are wolves up here and bears. But as I always say, the wind is perfect for this moment. Maybe I'll check out these cabins. There are rabbits over here, probably. The bear does like to come right along this path. I might be a little too low for the cabins. They might be farther up. Or maybe they're past these rocks. Can't remember. I need to start using my spray paint to keep track of where everything is. Okay, we're going to check past this little log here. If this isn't where the cabins are, then I'm obviously very confused. I think I've come in the wrong direction. Yeah, so I'm turned around. There are no cabins here. What is here? Just a big road? Okay, we're going to go back. Cabins must be higher up, directly straight up above us, I think. But I did see a trailer. Maybe I'll kind of walk off the road. There could be potentially some saplings. Can I get up here? There might be some saplings here. Ooh, but I don't want to get a sprain though. I'm going to try to avoid getting a sprain if I can. I really don't want to mess with that at the moment. Okay, no saplings. We're going to head up to this trailer and do a little bit of looting. No sign of the bear. He can sneak around this corner, I think. Grab these acorns. Okay, was there another acorn tree? Check this out. No, I think there can be some saplings just beyond the trailer here. So I think it's worth checking over there. We're just kind of doing a big, broad, sweeping loot. Just kind of checking out what nature has for us here. This is actually one thing I like about Interloper, guys. I know a lot of people think it's a little too difficult, or maybe they don't like that you don't have guns and things, but I actually really like the symbiotic relationship we develop with nature on Interloper. It's like we are so much more dependent on wildlife and on the plants and things in order to survive. You know, like these rabbits up here, the saplings. We got 3 rabbits straight ahead. On lower difficulties, you don't need those guys, right? You got plenty of canned food. But I actually enjoy this aspect of the game where we have to be more active in harvesting natural resources, taking the time to step out of your way. You know, this is kind of out of our way to come and get the sapling here. But I actually enjoy this aspect of the game. I'm going to put my torch away just because I tend to waste matches as I'm picking up little things like that. Grab these mushrooms. Do love the sound it makes too. All the little sounds as you're digging and harvesting. I will say though, one of my favorite sounds in the game is when you search the glove box in the vehicles. I love the sound of those cassette tapes. You know, the old cassette tapes that people don't listen to anymore. Next time we get in a car, I'll point it out, but I love the sound of the cassette tape rattling around inside the glove box. Alright, we got some rabbits here. The other ones are smart. They scattered when they heard the sound of the rock. But they're coming back. We must be right by where their hole is. So even if I don't use these guys immediately, I do want to get them harvested. We're going to put them in the trailer or by the trailer. Let's check for acorns. Just have to get all the calories. All right, little rabbit. We need you. Come on back. Which way are you going to go? This way? So you can see our hunger is just going down, right? I haven't even been running. But it's a constant struggle just to maintain our calories, especially now that we have well fed. Got to keep those calories pouring in. Okay, there could be a bear right here, guys, especially because I'm smelly. He could be blocking our way to the cabin, or to the trailer. Now that we have the heavy hammer,
Sure, I can carry much more.
these acorns are going to be a better... I don't know, how do I say this? We can actually use the acorns, right? Got to have the heavy hammer to process them. Okay, let's put our torch away. We'll do a little bit of searching. If I remember, I do want to put a mark on the trailer that we've already searched it, but kind of just depends. We do have a bed if we need to spend the night here. We've got food by way of these rabbits. One of the next big items that I would really like to find is the bedroll. It's going to give us so much more freedom to do what we want to do. Alright, let's take a minute. I'm going to harvest these guys. Just the meat, probably. We'll use our hacksaw. Yeah, we're getting hungry. I probably need to cook them. In fact,
so hungry,
yeah, let's go outside. Is there a... be nice if there was like a little crate I could break down quickly. Don't see a crate. Okay, we're going to go outside and get a fire started. Okay, no bear. We're going to go around back. Let's drop these guys. Use one of our matches. I'm looking forward to finding some cattails at some point. Because, you know, I'm starting to get hungry. I don't really want to eat any of our canned food or packaged food, but having a little cattail to snack on is kind of nice. Let's put our torch out. Add some fuel. Okay, let's get this meat cooking. Let's get these rabbits close to the fire. Make sure they don't freeze. So we already got the meat from that one. "32 minutes. Let's do this one by hand. Well, I probably should have put some water on, shouldn't I? Alright, hurry up. We're getting hungry. 9 minutes. Ooh. It's cutting it close. What kind of... What other food options do we have here? We got... beans. It might be good to eat these. 33% condition, though, unfortunately. These are okay. Let's eat the tomato soup. Let's hurry and eat that before we lose our well-fed bonus. Okay. 14 minutes. "8 minutes till ready." Let's use the hacksaw. Okay, that looks delicious. Ooh, my fire's almost out. Let's add some fuel here. Okay, let's get this before it burns off. Water is almost done. Got some meat. 15 minutes. Okay. Guys, I'm curious, if you would, let me know what you think about how often we're releasing videos. Do you prefer them? One every day, one every other day? Kind of curious about that. I've really been enjoying playing, so hopefully I haven't been releasing them too quickly. But I am enjoying playing. I've been doing about one a day. So yeah, if you would, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. All right, let's get a drink. I'll stay a little bit thirsty. We'll finish cooking these rabbits, and then I think we're going to be ready to go. So we already got the meat off of those guys and this guy, right? I don't really want to harvest anything else on them. I'd prefer just to head out. Oh, one thing I do want to do. I do want to put a mark on this trailer. Watch out for the bear. No bear, right? Let's put a mark on this. Nice. Got a little wind blowing off the top there. Let's eat the rabbit. 38 minutes. Ooh, I'm kind of running out of fuel here. Let's use the reclaimed wood I found. Water is done. No more food to cook. All right. It's getting late. Sun is going down. I have a feeling we're going to spend the night in the fire tower tonight. If we can make it up that way without the bear encounter. Ooh, you know what? I see some sticks. I'm going to grab these. Yeah, we may as well grab the acorns. Don't want to wander too far away from my fire. Okay, up that way. I think that is where the other trailers are, actually. Maybe that's where we're going to spend the night. So the other trailers. With more rabbits up that way. Anyway, guys, if you made it this far into the video, I do want to say thank you so much for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please take a minute, press the like button, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully you are already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. But most importantly, guys, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.
Feels like night is coming.